The competitors are here. The crowd is ready to go. We got the people hyped up. Let's see what they have in store as this match begins. Gonna have a good time here. Yuvility, of course, on the Homelander piece. We've seen him on this for so long, but this is not going to be any stoppage of that one, of course. And Baraka is a terrible matchup for Homelander, but maybe Baraka, Tremor, might just have some tech for it. I know a lot of people running this team more recently, and it's been running through a lot of these brackets, but let's see what's in store for them. The neutral duck out from Yuvility, evading the grab, forced the breaker out from him. Tried to close in the gaps right there. That's a punish as a result. Add Farrah to the extension. This is going to spell disaster for this round. First one going out to Yuvility. Strike it first on the boards. Love to see it.
I am the master race.
Alright, so I'm going to keep my Discord. If you do have me added, just know that my Discord is like kind of tabbed out in the moment, so I'm not going to see everything immediately. You guys are messaging me, so please do Discord if you want to get a hold of me directly. We got the London boy calling. Big shout out to D-Boy. Actually, I'm going to put that in the fucking title. Sponsored by D-Boy Rose. But yeah, he's been a fantastic support for a lot of these tournaments here, and we really appreciate you, man. It's been a good time to see the people continuing to compete in these events, and having especially a little bit of help funding it behind the scenes is greatly appreciated. You're not getting on for a minute here. But the top 8 side of things is rocking and rolling now. Baraka Tremor is a really unique pick, I think, especially in this side of the meta. Like I said, it's the only one that really keeps him relevant. Baraka Kano, especially with the buff now, is going to be a big help for him, too. Yuvility striking first on the boards, though. Leads the charge, 1-0 on this set. The Milklander prevails again. Now, chat, forgive me. All right, now your boy got to get some water real quick. All right, this is the only time I'm gonna do this midstream, but I'll be right back, everybody. I'll be right back.
Baraka, Farrah, Sector, the Great Hall.
Look at yourself. You're disgusting.
Better to have my sick body than your sick mind.
Round 1, fight.
Alright, I apologize. I apologize for the little break right there. I am here in the flesh, and I am here to commentate for your entertainment purposes only. Somehow, Harry B-Sack takes the first one. Jujitsu, Otter, whatever you want to call him. Little poke out from a distance, tries to close the gap with an overhead. Yuvility going straight back into it. Another fat overhead landed. A check from down below. Gets the conversion with Farrah. Big meaty to continue the combo. He's cooking right now. Let's see what he cooks up as he has another big conversion. He ain't stopping for a damn minute here for nobody. The damage continues up. As he goes. Out with one big strike again. Yuvility gets hit with a reversal. On the offense right now, Jujitsu Otter. And after those couple staggers, he ends up taking it. Yuvility tying up the second game, trying to keep it 3-0s all around. Ran through this first side, his first match in a 3-0 against Handcrafted. He playing a little mean Ermac piece. Good pickup off the overhead. Funny camera work to continue this combo. Onto the left side he goes. Big projectile game. Tries to call him out with 4. Not going to land it there. Good mid check had. Overhead landed. Following through with more damage right there. He picks it up. Almost has him killed. 14 more HP to go. Finds one more hit. They trade blows. Another check from down below. Spin to win tech doesn't work. The Beyblade Doesn't end up coming out. Yuvility getting a little swaggy with this finish him tech right there. Potential infinite finish him combo? What is this? Yuvility, you're breaking the game. You cannot do this, man. My computer, the stream, he will do it for hours. It goes for the brutality too. I didn't know when to start the instant replay there, but eventually we hit an end of that combo. Yuvility just getting way too swaggy for this one. Check out that replay right now. That was insane work right there. He could not end that combo if he tried. Talk about an infinite. He has an infinite fatal or finish him combo. I don't know how the hell he found out that tech, but Yuvility does the impossible again. Going over to Sub-Zero with a last-ditch resort. He goes to 2-0 right now. SinisterRuler and BWood to follow this set here.
So make me stud.
Round 1. Fight.
Trades out and gets a good little slide from underneath him. Good opening right there. Not enough to finish the job, though. Yuvility lays down the law as he continues out to the left side of the screen. Has him stuck in the corner. Has an armor right there for him, though. Catches him lacking. Big damage stacking up again. Command grab landed. And even more. He continues up. It just doesn't stop here. It's an endless barrage of damage right now. And another overhead to seal the deal. Look at Yuvility putting him on set points so quickly on the top 8 side of things. He's trying to make it an 11-time championship. We'll see if he can do it. He's pretty much the king of these pop-up tournaments for damn sure. He's ran through so many of them. Good protection right there. Smashes him out for some big damage and continues on. A big backhanded disrespect. Neutral jump. 347 HP taken away. Jake Glaive into the poke, not going to work. It's another hit from down below. They meet up close. Almost has him with the dash, but catches him with the ice clone. A last-ditch resort, especially being on set point like this, you got to throw something different at him. Almost has him with the anti-air. Up close now, Jake Glaive finds a rebuttal to counter from Yuvility. Going out to the left side, he finishes the job, and that is enough almost, but he wants that finish him tech. He wants the infinite, and he's going to get it and not stop for a second here. Yuvility just flexing on everybody in the crowd. Just look at this. Endless tech of finish him. You do not know when this combo is going to end. It's just ballistic. He decides to extend it. It's time to finish the job, and it's a 3-0 victory for Yuvility to take this set. We got SinisterRuler and BWood to follow, so don't go anywhere. Big opening right there to start things off. He ain't playing no game. SinisterRuler. I don't know what Katana Jackson. This is a pretty good counter to you know, that up close and personal game that Ermac can play. Katana Jack's quite an honest team. You know, you don't really have any true mix or anything like that. You just get some fantastic zoning options, good pressure tools. You know, a lot of stuff at your disposal you can throw at the kitchen sink and see, you know, what sticks as we go. Good little pressure out there from SinisterRuler, able to open him up. Jax to continue the combo. Goes out to the right side. 230 HP left. Good opening right there. Forced the breaker out from him. Chuck from down below. BWood really enforcing the low right now. Trying to get him opened up. Not having any luck quite yet. Ruler finally settles for a grab right there. Jax, even if he didn't have enough, will spend the bar to take that one. And he is up to start things off. 1 round over. The old BWood. But we got a good set here, man. I'm super excited for this little top 8 action of the bracket. We're good to go. Absolutely you are. Ooh, Jax to continue it. It's a little combo action as he stacks up. SinisterRuler looking mean with this katana piece. I wonder if BWood just wanted to test the honesty of his Ermac here. BWood obviously played a good portion of the cast now. I've seen him on Noob. Obviously, he's famous for that big old shout piece, but he plays a little bit of the other stuff. I've seen Ermac pop out a few times. Definitely found his comfort zone with these characters that just have crazy mix up close. That's what he loves. He likes the aggressive gameplay, doesn't like the pussyfoot too much. SinisterRuler finishing the job, however, striking first on the boards here and gets a little swaggy on the tail end of it too. Why not? Show him what's up. Striking on the boards first, 1-0. He leads the charge on this set. Not looking bad at all. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on this beautiful Wednesday night that we have here. Choosing to spend your night with me is a fantastic option. Appreciate you guys. So now with the with the game down, what does he see? He sees that Chow is the way, and he goes with the big old blue one right there. Fantastic work right now. Fantastic replay. I wonder if that was an actual like sarcastic comment or if I actually fucked it up. I appreciate it, Liquid Reason, if that is that Ryzen, if that was the case. But welcome into the stream. Hopefully you're having a good time. Of course you are. You're watching the Popup 3010. How could you not? BWood on the approach though. Enforcing the Kano laser. Now Kano just had a bit of a buff. They put him as, I believe it's one of his moves got buffed. I know he definitely did, but a few of the cameos got changed a little bit in this patch, and as well as some health changes and minor fixes with the game itself. So honestly, not too bad of a patch. You know, Reptile got a little mid instead of a high for his EX projectile. There's some little stuff that's changed. You know, kind of the nitty gritty stuff like you know, frame data and just like small hot fixes. There's nothing really insanely different that they've changed with the game too much. SinisterRuler not playing any games at all. Chow tried to hit the armor. BWood not going to get lucky with it. Ruler continuing on the combo right there. Kicks him out. Goes in for another pressure tool on top of that jump in. BWood going to spend the bag early. Try to get lucky on this round. Chow does scale fantastic, so we'll see what he cooks up for damage on this. Really enforcing the projectiles right now. See if he can get lucky here. And he catches him from afar, smash that edge down. And takes a round lead at this moment in time. Round 2 kicking at you guys. Let's see. He went on the approach. Look at those Kano knives. Keep himself safe a little bit. Step on them toes, slam the axe down. Let's try some mix. Ruler kicks him out again. BWood on wake up. Now he's full screen. Stuck against the zoner. Can't be too fun, especially a shot. A lot of your jumping attacks are negated. Good gameplay here. The blender is activated onto the safe jump, delays it. Not going to be the right choice. BWood sets up in the corner. Excellent work right here. As the blender continues, almost has Kano on the end of it. It's looking nitty gritty right now. The breaker coming out. It is scrappy. 220 HP out for SinisterRuler, trying to get himself involved. Trying to bring this lead back. Doesn't want to make it 1-1. Don't give BWood an inch here for the 7-time champion. Let's not make it 8. That axe slam into some mix. We'll see what happens. Goes for the poke and forcing everything like crazy and finishes the job right here. Leads the charge 1-1. Ties up the set. Looking very good with the shout piece as always. The 7-time champion takes the first game from this set. For himself at least.
Overrated artists living off the hype. They got no longevity in the game, they got no stripes. No longer social in person, they live on social media. So social skills are not working because they live for likes. It's all a make-believe world, but they love living in a bubble. Stay scrolling and reading all the BS you type. Just for attention, a couple shares or a mention.
General Shock, Kane, Janet King, Hanging Garden.
He played the Uno reverse card, and now he's playing Ermac out of all people. Hold on a second. We got to see what's in store for this one. I'm unfamiliar with SinisterRuler's game. This is actually my first time seeing him play, so I'm super stoked to see what's good. Could be some fun, though. 1-1 right now. These guys cook up a storm for this beginning. Now, Ermac Janet against Shao. Now, you got to think Shao's got a pretty crazy reach and a very far-reaching stand, too. About 8 frames, I believe, so faster than a lot of, you know, normals in the game. Quite far-reaching as well. Charge up that axe. He's looking for a problem. BWood trying to get him up close. Swiping the blade around. Gets that mid-check he was looking for. Slam the axe back down. He goes, yeah. Appreciate you, Nika. Crimson. Thank you. Slam the axe back down. He's looking good. Now without it. Ruler facing out excellently right now. The Kano knives giving BWood a little bit of room here to breathe. Eventually gets ripped and tossed out to the right side. He's in the corner now, and that's very dangerous to be with Ermac. You got to make the right read. Standing 2 gets a good opening right there, and the overhead's going to land. The threat of the low is just so much that you're stuck turtling. That grab going to toss him down to the other side. BWood still in the lead right now. Gets him with a big old scoop right there and leads the charge. He takes his first lead of the set.
Round 2. Fight.
Overhead landed. Blender activated. Oh, and he ain't done throwing haymakers. Use that command grab with the axe. Getting big damage right now. Cooking up in the corner. Not stopping here. It just doesn't end. One more slam. Tries to get another mix involved, and all that pressure and nowhere to go besides the corner, and pain in your way. Leads it again. 2-1 lead right now for BWood. Extends it out on the set. Looking fantastic. Starting to run with this. We're doing right now. SinisterRuler still locked in. It looks like the main piece that he's running. Feels confident, but the shower just probably outreaches him in every way in this matchup. I can imagine it being a serious problem for him. We'll see what happens as we progress a little bit further in this bracket right now, but the next setup on screen will be Kindnessiskey and BWood. This is going to be a really good one. BWood, a returning champion within himself too, so we'll see what he has up in store for this fight. TLR making some good appearances here. I'd love to see it, man. Love to see the support from y'all. Good pressure right now. Tries out a couple normals. Slams that overhead down. The Kano knives are there. Finds an opening. Good counterplay right there. Locked and loaded, ready to go. Gento is activated, but the breaker says otherwise. No 60% combo for you. So an even lead between the two. Just about a bar to SinisterRuler's name. He represents TLR. It was a very swift first game when BWood was up on Ermac, but obviously the knowledge check just wasn't there. Playing Katana was a polar difference. From Ermac, though, you love to see it. Almost had him with the jumping attack, switch it up with the low. Grab is a direct punish. Puts him in the corner. Better read it. What's the mix? Another scoop, separates him again. Catches him turtling one more time. Put a mid on him. Overhead not gonna land with the command grab. Will gets a mid armor break too. Crazy work right there for BWood. Set point. Just before you know it, we're looking at disaster. Smacks him back down with the axe. Looking good. Pressure, everything's falling right into place. It's gonna be scary to get out of this situation right now. Big damage. Look at this, Gento. And this is what we have seen so much. So many 60% combos, and Ermac is making a crazy appearance in this tournament. But every single time we've seen him, he has made these combos happen. BWood with a good little get-up reversal. Says, I'm going to spend the bag. We're going to make it happen. Kano knives to follow. 130 HP to go for BWood. We'll see if he can make this little comeback right now. Oh my god. How does this scale? This is lethal, bro. No way. This is gonna go. Get the fuck out. Well, it ain't death, but it's 7 HP, and it's very, very grim right now. The axe slam is over the head, and a big old swing ends up taking the set. BWood leads it up 3-1, and that will be it for these guys here. Congratulations to BWood to go up to the semifinals one more time. Try to become an 8-time champion. Sometimes shit happens, alright? But we're here in the flesh. Looks like we got a Cyrax up in the stream. Cyrax Sector is an interesting choice right now to play against Havoc. Gotta think, when you see Cyrax, most of the time you're seeing either the dual Cyrax team, or they'll run it with Serena as well. That's been a big one we've seen as well, especially on Texas Showdown. That's a great example of what Sonic Box is able to pull off with it. Looks like a great setup with the bombs again. Good move to guess. Now, Havoc's armor does actually have its way of hanging on for dear life against Cyrax, so multi-hitting armor is going to be your friend here so you don't get throw looped. A big old check right there. Eventually good confirm out into the group ball again, so MK1 not sparing any time, not wasting any time at all to get straight into the meat and potatoes of this fight. Killing it right now. It's a big old charge again. Another throw loop cooked up again. And it's just a one-sided affair for this second round. He is getting the throw loops. Everything's falling into place. And it's just a guessing game, unfortunately. If you don't have any bar, or if you don't want to spend it, and you don't even have an opportunity to do it, you're just going to get endlessly throw looped. And that is what we see right there. Striking first on the boards for himself. He ties it up on this game number 1 right here. Killing it. It's a good little grab right now. Falls it into 2 good old rockets and hits a big old meaty into the projectile game. Straight in with the jump and force a breaker at this moment. Closes in the gap. He gets himself caught with a trap. Finishing the job. Killing him right now with 212 damage on the jump and attack. Gets some big strides and forces the breaker out from him. Try to get that sweep. Found his opening in the mid check though. Swinging those arms like crazy. 354 he puts on MK1 in the corner. Good tech out of the grab. Sets up the double rocket. And he didn't guess right, so you're going to get throw looped. Figure out how to get out of this setup. Good luck, buddy. And now he has that guarantee to put a couple bombs down. And the more he can get down in that corner, the more of a problem it is. MK1 not wasting any time at all. But hold on. Kindnessiskey as a second. And he says, I am going to win this one, buddy. Takes this second game right here and goes on the boards as well. A little Uno reverse card for you. Brings this Havoc piece to life. We'll see what happens come up for the next match here.
T1000. Movado. Yay.
Skynet won't tolerate
This man just went from broke to broke again. Hold on a second. Up 1-0. Kindnessiskey. This is one of our defending champions here. Now, if I do say so myself, Mr. MK1 is a defending champion. Don't get me wrong. Click on Geo's Fight Night 27 a while back. We're gonna have the 32nd one coming up soon. Good old check from down below. Catches him. Just holding that block. Finds the opening. And is Havoc just too much of a problem for these top tiers? Able to hold his own. Gets that low check from afar. Able to cash it out. MK1 getting the first combo of the game for himself. Trying out different options and seeing what sticks. Kindness. Don't mistake it for weakness here.
Round 2. Fight.
Round 2 we go. With a good lead in his hands now. Comes out the gate swinging, able to find a good opening. Those MK1 gets him on the whiff punish. Cashes out for big damage. Getting a fat 319 piece. And they nerfed T1000's health a little bit here. But still 1050 HP. Running with Movados. I'm sorry, 900 HP is what he gets when he runs with Movado. Now definitely going to hold you back a little bit. So able to keep him in an honest spot in this game, and now finding his opening. Good counterplay right there. Comes out the gate swinging again. And continues this combo up. Looks like he's trying to make this a 2-0 lead at this moment in time. Vito the man, big shout out to you, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, this is one of the OGs of the scene. Appreciate you coming in here, man. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday, and happy hump day to you too. That's awesome, bro. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for coming in, man. That is an OG of the scene, bro. Able to spend that fatal blow, though. Looks like we got a final round on our hands, boys. Team with Bow Wow. Doing the job. Doing the most.
Do you know John Connor?
Final round. Fight.
On to the next round we go. KNFZ having a hell of a fight right here. Coming out the gate swinging again. Damn, up close, settles for the command grab instead. All that chip damage gonna settle up. And maybe finding some space to press here. Not gonna be the case on the jump around. Hold on a second. What does he have? The low check. Havoc is too much to handle. Almost has a whip punish right there. Finds a bit of space. Good jump and attack. Goes in for the poke again, but too much armor for you. Don't mistake kindness for weakness here. He goes up another point up on the board. Lead the charge. 2-1 right now. 2-0, rather. Killing it so far. I'm not gonna lie. Now I usually try out different music, but this is a handful of mid. It's a handful of mid I'm hearing, and I don't like to stray from what I'm used to. All right, I am everything I advise against, and that is change. But we gotta get this good shit too. We gotta get you guys the hype music you're looking for. PainFZ going over to Kung Lao. Feels like this is the best option against Havoc right here. It's a battle of honesty, and he is definitely fighting a brick wall of a human being right here. Let's see what happens as we kick off round 1 of game number 3 here. Is PainFZ going to make this comeback happen with Kung Lao? Or is it just too tough right now with this Havoc move auto piece? Still dominant in this latest patch. Obviously, they're not going to change the game a little too much, but we'll see what's cooking. Good back cameo call out, 200-point lead. Get up reversal had, and a check from down below. Finds some space to armor. On the good walk around, he's not playing a game of backpedaling at all. And that's what a lot of Kung Lao players do. They'll typically backpedal so much and then try to bait you in with the dive kick. Obviously, it looked like he was trying to pull it off there. Not going to be the case. Lands a scoop, but they both trade. 200 between them. Calls him out with back cameo again. Gets him up close. 100 HP separating him. Scoop not going to work, so that's a punish. As a result, finishes the job. PainFZ negates the set point.
Round 2.
It's at sector point. He's drug 1-0 right now. It's a good swinging arm right there. We'll see what happens on the jump in. Can he get lucky here? Another low check again. What's the mix? Armor. Try to challenge him. You made the wrong choice. You got to hold that. Try to get that scoop. Good big combo in there. Good opening though for PainFZ. Gets the combo extension as well. Low HP for kindness. Gets hit with the overhead on wake up. Waltz it down, playing so aggressive. The helicopter isn't the right move. A good down 2 to finish the job. And this set's getting interesting right now. 2-1. He's bringing up to life and looking good as he makes this set just a little bit closer. Check out this replay right now. He's doing some crazy work with this Kung Lao piece. His mix is super aggressive. He's not playing a game of backpedaling like you've seen so much. He's really playing a good game right here. Back at the next match we go. We'll see what happens.
Kung Lao. Raiden. Sector. Living Forges.
My sister's upset that you haven't been writing. I will write her as soon as we're done.
I think I know what that means. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in here, checking out the stream. We do appreciate y'all a whole lot. Welcome in. Going up the armor, double rocket setup, smacks him upside the head. Hits him with that big old meaty, get the first conversion he needs. On the left side of the screen you go, continues the combo up. Looks over like Raiden's sector is the way. Try to spin that bar, not gonna be the right move. PainFZ defends well against it. Rated sector, I've seen a lot of various and widths on this team, but obviously this is gonna be no exception to it. We got another good Raiden sector up on the lead now. On the other side, tries to get him with that low mix on the rocket, but to no avail, doesn't keep the mix safe, and it's a problem as a result. PainFZ gets another big old stride. I kick him out for round 2. He's starting to sit on this lead a little bit. He's starting to run with it as well. Check him out with the projectile game. Overhead landed. Big rocket conversion. And this is going to hurt. On Wake Up. Tries to stagger out some big hits right now. Finds some room to press. Got to stagger the auto. Movement. Catches him pressing. And gets a punish as a result. The teleport on the Rockets finally gets what he's looking for. Kindness is key. Building up this pressure. It's just monumental. Armor as a rebuttal though. PainFZ ain't going down without a fight. He's bringing the dogs out with him tonight. Reversal had. Now with a big old smack upside the head. Set point in the favor of Kindness. We'll see if he can close it out here. Almost there. This could be Wood Society. I don't know. All I know is the guy was super friendly. And Wits is super friendly too. So I'm saying this is Wood Society. Possibly. We'll set him with the dive kick. Through another check out from afar. Double rockets going out. Gets him with another low check again. Finds a big old press but forces the breaker. Trade blows once again on the back pedal. Double rockets smacking him upside the head. Gets a big old continuation of this combo. 173 HP on Wake Up. What's the move? Pokes between them again. Finds some good space to press here. Finishes the job. Let's see what he gets. Sector Rocket forces the breaker from downtown. Hops him up again. 3 HP to go. Kindness is key. Trying to close it out with one more hit. See if he can do it. PainFZ has no reason to make the approach. Just try the Sector Rocket. Why not? He got him on the jump. What a genius call out right there. A Hail Mary from hell. And he gets what he's looking for. A crazy upset. Kindness is key. Pulls it off. 3-1 against PainFZ. And the T-Bags come out as well. What the hell did we just see there? What the hell? That's not cool. Oh my goodness, guys. And Melina has that damn ball roll. You think every single step of the way, just the reach is insane. Good space out from that diabolical dash. On the teleport, he's getting the gimmicks off right away. So Dwarf with the defenses up, trying to understand where these openings are going to come from to try to adapt on the fly here. But a couple staggers out from Luis. He's popping off immediately, finding his ground right away, leaving the guessing game up in the air so much. You gotta wonder what is in store for this dude. The damage stacks up, 109 left on the dash in. Dwarf trying to get him checked out with a couple lows, gets one overhead landed. And through movement, maybe creating an opening, but that ball roll is just so damn powerful. Luis steps up first and takes the first round out of the set. We'll see if it continues with that kind of momentum. And maybe Melina just might be a counterpick for Homelander. I never would have thought of it that way, but very well could be the more I watch it. Never know. Good far reach. You can outspace him in the air with that delayed ball roll. But right now, this is a great opportunity for Dwarf, although Luis finding the openings right now and forcing it like crazy. Overhead not going to land it. No reason to catch him turtling when you don't have that low threat. Catches him in the air when he had Homelander, trying to get the mix out, but a bold call out right there. Sets up again on the approach. One more time. Cashing this one out big time. Spin that fatal blow. You know what's going to happen. No breaker for him. I think this is going to kill. Melina's skill's really good in this game. Yeah, bro, you should have broke. Oh, my goodness. Luis steals that first match from him 1-0 right now. And he's looking good to kick things off. I want to thank everybody for popping up in the stream here. We're having a really good time hosting these matches for y'all. And we got the semifinals to follow up. We got BWood versus Yuvility following this one, so it's going to be a really good fight. I'm looking forward to that a lot right now. This Melina piece is a treat to watch as well. He's staying one step ahead of the game the entire time. Definitely catching him a lot with that ball roll, but no issue at all finding these openings. Going over to T1000. We'll see if he could get a little lucky here, but going with T1000 Movado, 900 HP. It's a tough team. You're kind of rolling with the entire territory at that point, but without the damage. We'll see.
They will once it's terminated.
Round one.
Said the thing.
Fight.
And he just brought out the gun. He said, enough, I can't open him up. I'm just gonna shoot him. Good pickup right here for Dwarf out in the corner. It's a good situation to be in. Luis pressing right out of it. Not scared at all. Goes out with the pop again. Good punish. Force the breaker out. Looking like a different man on this fight. Gets him with the first press right there from the low. Big knock in hand. 20% between the two. Evades the check out from Movado as well. Staggers out in a couple of these presses here. Luis on block. Good neutral duck. Finds the perfect reaction time right there to predict that grab and keep himself composed. 412 damage off the combo. Looking like a threat. The ball roll out from downtown. Cashes out again. Dwarf on the edge of his seat right now, and he loves Homelander too, so it's different to see him up on the T1000 piece. He's definitely out of his comfort zone for sure. Dwarf's coming and swinging for the fences right now. Luis throwing everything at him to see what opens him up. And looking a lot better this time around. Sets him back into the corner on the safe jump. Carries it with Movado. That hit's going to put it pretty damn close. Everything falling into place right now for Dwarf to take the second one, but a good old press right there from Luis. Force breaker out, and he's got that fatal blow ready to go along with the breaker as well. Basically a free mix at his disposal. Charge up that ball roll and delay a minute. Tries to check him out from afar. Good press right here. Again, staggers out. He's getting scrappy up close with the trap to follow underneath it. There's no breaking out of that one with him using that bar. Final round between these two. He might have found some ground with T1000. Looking pretty close. Ball roll, though, is just so unpredictable. Goes out and gets him with that mix around with the low. Gets his pickup, cash it out again. Big damage, 40 burger. Another armor break on top of it, too. Not sure if that was armor EX, but still. Getting right through it, and with that overhead press, landing it again. Luis looking like an unstoppable force. 2-0 lead at this moment in time, and he's running with it as he goes one step further and taking this tournament for himself. Getting a chip underneath his title. We'll see what happens here. He's looking really good right now, though. Like I said, he's one of my favorite Molina players to watch. He's very cool. And he's definitely giving Dwarf a problem right now. Enforcing the low, stagger, and then just overhead. You don't know when it's going to come out. Either that or a ball roll, but both ways, you're really going to get hit. Appreciate everybody coming in here, checking out these matches. We're going to have semifinals coming up soon, so don't go anywhere.
You need me. You need me to save you.
I would never entrust you with Outworld safety.
Round one. Fight.
Tries to get him on the teleport around, staggers out for a press. Gets him out to the left side. Now going back to Homelander. But what do we see, guys? What do you guys see? I see Homelander Tremor. I really have never seen this one before. Try to get him with different variations to get some movement out of him. Good old grab right there. Big punch, big damage, 120 HP taken away. Goes in for a good old dive. Staggers out for a second here. Might find something. Big pressure right behind him. Overhead land, cooking up a storm. Not stopping for a minute here. Dwarf is just doing the most, almost, but he has a good old wake-up press. The Molina signature special. Not able to finish the job just yet, but one more combo should do it. Look at that spacing right there on the very tip of it is crazy. Got super in the chat. So went from T1000 to Homelander is kind of... I agree, especially in this matchup here. Like, you are getting outspaced like crazy. Molina actually kills you in this. I didn't know it was like this, but Homelander seems to really struggle in this. Good punish right there. Catches him in the air and cashes out. And look how far, dude. He doesn't even have to be right on top of you to get you moving. And Homelander's very, like, linear with his attack, so Molina can really space you out from any point she feels comfortable with. The ball roll cashes out at an opportune time, and it's a 3-0 sweep going for Luis Yamet, and he is going for the fatality as well. Getting swaggy with it. Throw a fatal on it, why not? It's so fun. Round one kicking off for y'all. Let's have some fun here. Luis is going straight for the poke ball roll. That is crazy maneuver. Find some space between them. Let these guys stagger out their hits. We'll see what happens. Gets a good little neutral duck right there. Luis cashing this one out. Duck-o-less is a perfect maneuver right there. Overhead into the Lao hat, cashing out 160 damage. Again, an insane ball roll. He is popping off like crazy. Good press though for Kindness. Puts him back into the corner with Rated Sector on his hand. This will give him a good opportunity for a guessing game. Time for that free mix. Luis defends it. Stuck in the corner, however. Has that breaker ready to go. Doesn't want to let it happen, but trying to find his turn to press. Getting patient. Only striking when it seems appropriate. It goes straight for the poke special on the return. And those sweeps into your, your EX specials are what's really going to set you apart, man. It's an honest problem. Breaker hat. Because they're so far reaching, you think he's going to only hit you once after the pokes trade. But he really caught him on that one. Huge life lead he's building upon now. It's a guessing game. Good grab there to kick him out to the corner. Lightning strikes. He says, man, Vape Coach is banned so fast. Hey, big shout out to Vape in the chat. Love you, man. Welcome in. Luis trying to close it out, though. Gets that teleport around him and a big old strike as well. And finishes the job. He gets it done and makes it happen. Luis does it again and takes another game off of a serious competitor here. Kindness made his last set look easy. But Luis just one step closer on the draw. We've had a hell of a run in this bracket so far. It's been fantastic. We got Yuvility versus BWood to follow up from this set here. Appreciate everybody's patience right now, but we're going to go back into this match 1-0 as we follow through. My goat Vape is going to watch me lose. That's funny. Following through, he's got a little bit of weight on his shoulders right now, but he's deciding that this is the best option right now. Kindnessiskey sticking with Havoc Movado. Did some big work against it, but really defeated that Cyrax, especially when I thought it was going to be over. We'll see what happens.
My mother would show mercy. I will not.
See if Polina's going to spread Tarkat. The disease that has plagued all of the people in the Dark Cotton colony. Let's see how else we go. Good little jump back, catches him in with the little Lao hat. We'll see what happens. Pokes between them. Again. Finding his ground here, kicking. For dear life. Everything's falling into place here. Big strikes. It goes in for the little trap as well. Finding a big opening. Scoops him up from down below. Again, not stopping here for a minute. Dive kick landed as well. Starting to find his ground a little bit. And a lot of these poke special kind of gimmicks ain't going to work as well against Havoc. His moves are quite far reaching. Kind of hold his own. Luis was doing good when he was spacing out, becoming unpredictable. The ball roll, the first cash out, and not enough time, but finally breaking that damn armor. Does he have enough to go into Fatal here on this one? I don't think he needs to. He just needs one more guess. Tried to get him with the sweep, both of them trading blows right there. But no landing, back cameo call out from Movado, seals it out. Does not kill Kindness. He stays alive with 30 HP to spare. Absolute thriller. Goes for that ball roll from down below. No luck on it again. Look at him. Knocks him into it. Checks him out from afar. Tries to go swinging again. There you go. Get the counter going. On the teleport around, another sweep. Little by little. That health is dwindling. 1050 HP ain't too bad. Good defense right there. Tries to poke through it, but a scoop up from down below. Again. Big old hit right there. Forces Breaker out. On the approach with 40% between them. Tries to get him with a little tough blockable setup. Staggers between them. The neutral duck. finds room. He finishes the job here. Another big setup right now. Luis defends well. But it's not over yet. Overhead landed, kind of evening out the lead a little bit. Big hit right here. Gotta get this conversion. The Lao Hat on the other side of him catches him with that as well. After that teleport, drags it out with 18 seconds to go. This is looking like a different beast right now. Luis is playing a crazy game. He gets him with the Lao Hat below. That tough blockable setup will continue to open up everybody here that has fought against Luis. Having a hell of a run right now. Overhead's landed. Up close, he's fighting. Again, not stopping for anybody here. A thriller ending once more. Luis is well composed and taking heads as he gets another game underneath his belt. Cooking up 2-0 right now against Kindness. Not too shabby. Back into it for one more match. Does Luis close it out completely here? This is a last-ditch resort. The final countdown. Can he make the reverse sweep happen? He picks out Havoc as his option right here. We gotta see what's gonna happen right now. It's getting scrappy. I can't lie with y'all.
Round one. Fight.
Good little overhead press between them. It's getting scrappy. One more time, a little hard blockable. Finds room to get the punish off. Again, a continuation. He's having no issue finding these openings. Big damage right now. 287 puts a big old boot on him. 30% as well between these two fighters. And we're almost there, evening out the lead. Kind of a weird full screen affair, trading out blows, but nobody's really landing anything. 40 seconds to go, finding another bit of chip damage. With that back cameo call out, tries to go into a press, thinking he was safe. Not the best option at that moment. Luis defending everything so well and testing the patience of him, and he's just finding these openings every single time from down below. Where's that bottom one, Tanya gameplay? You tell me where it is. Somebody call Sparks to sign up. We'll see. I appreciate you, BWood. The match ain't over yet, but Luis just very well might do this in a 3-0 sweep. We'll see what happens. Kindness on the safe jump. Thought he was good. Finds the teleport around him. He's got a bit of a exchange here between these two. It's getting scrappy as these two fight in the semifinals. Staggering out a couple of these presses. Big stride right now. He tosses him around the side. Another full screen attack. Luis. Now on a final round right now. Still on set point. Trying to close it out in a 3-0 sweep. He's got the bar. He's got the composure to make it happen. One more approach, and he's having no trouble finding openings with these Lao Hat setups. It's really getting everybody opened up. Because just when you think you're good, you're going to get hit with that damn ball roll or an overhead that you're not expecting. Perfect example right there. Poking right through. That's a punish, though, and no damage out from there. Probably wasn't expecting it. Luis. Back is against the wall right now. Gets a big old pickup. Not stopping for a second here. Not able to break the armor. Havoc's health is just so damn low. And a big old drop down. Luis is in the grand finals again. And he is playing amazing this time around. It is 3-0 on this victory right there. And he will go to the grands A little pep in his step, I bet. You see both these guys still on their main pieces, seeing how far they can take this over to the top, but the semifinals are here, and both of these brutes are also fighting at the same time. Yuvility finding the spacing that he needs to get that forward four conversion off. Hard knockdown into the corner. Tries to get an armor right off the bat, but defending well. Gets him stuck in there. Big meaty press. Continues on, going through the gauntlet. Wake up. What's the maneuver? Tries to get not a safe jump, but a good check if he was going to press in the air. The blender is activated, continuing on. The damage stacking up. 50 HP left. And one more strike. Knocks BWood's on the ground. Big, meaty hits right now. He says, where is this shell skin from? I think it's from the Sub-Zero season when everybody was frozen. I think so. Benza gets the overhead right there. Gets a good old armor right there. Smashes the axe down. And goes through some pressure. 660 health left for Yuvility. Ben's well right now. See if he can finish the job right here. Tries a good tremor mix. Gets him with that tough blockable setup. With that stance. Like, they nerfed the tremor health a little bit. But dude, Chao still has 1150 with this team. That is ridiculous. It looks like he's tying it up 1-1 right now. It is gonna get interesting. Up close and personal, both of them turtling off the bat. Yuvility just says, I'm gonna give you the mid check. They scout from afar. Gets the right tremor variation he was looking for. Sees the overhead attack, just holds it. Finds room to get the punish off. Breaker had between them. BWood on the safe jump in. Tremor goes straight in. You think they should have butchered this cameo? That's a very hot take right there. I think he's in an alright spot. The buff was interesting when they changed a few of the things with him, but up close right now in the corner, BWood needs to find some space to get out of this pressure. Goes for the overhead instead and lands it. Stomping on toes and breaking heart. Sets himself up. Oh my goodness, a devious armor. Smacks him upside the head again. Both of them square it off. Another low check. Throwing these haymakers again. On the dash in. Big pressure tools right now. Swapping out between them. Gets a big old command grab right there. No breaker for BWood right there. He's going to spend that fatal blow to make it happen. Take the first game for himself. Yuvility strikes on the board first here. What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear you got 100 HP buff. If that isn't the truth. Into this next match we go. BWood. See if he's going to roll with the Chao pick here. It's his main piece, and I think this is where his comfort level comes from.
Hanging guns.
This is going to be a good one, though.
You just declared war.
And I intend to relish every minute of it. Round 1. Fight.
All right, in the semifinals we go. Yuvility with a small little lead to himself right now. Playing a good game. But they both brought it out to the final round. Might as well have been the last hit, it seemed. Tried to get that. Ooh. Check landed, but Yuvility has just been on this ill tear in the corner. Seems like an endless barrage of damage. Overhead landed. Pokes between them. Find some space. Some room to breathe, if you will. Big pressure right here. Big old haymaker as well. And comes out the gate swinging again. He ain't stopping one bit. 130 HP landed. It continues up. Breaker forced out now. Next him out with forward four and gets what he's looking for. Another big old hit. Beautiful conversion made and sending that fatal blow first round. Taking no chances with 60 HP. Gotta make it happen. That's first round going out to Yuvility. Could be better, but it's all right.
Round 2. Fight.
Still making it happen. BWood is hosting the lobby at the moment. So he gets a big old conversion as we start this one off. Gets a grab as well. Stomps him down one more time. Man grab with the axe as he makes the approach happen. Good standing to maneuver. Sets up with Tremor again. Smacks him upside the head. That up block might have been the toughest decision you had to make, but Yuvility finding the opening right there. Finds a counter as well, smacking him up all sorts of ways. And the damage stacking up to the very top. Backhand with the hard knockdown. Almost had him with the armor upside the head. Big strike right here with the axe slam coming down. Remember, ground pound will become a mid in 8 days. That is crazy. You're going to think they're going to do it right before combo breaker? It's a big decision to make for them. 270 HP overhead almost landed. BWood now able to have some room to press. But Yuvility is just not backing off at all. 2-0 lead at this moment in time, and he is killing it. BWood with his back against the wall, facing a serious problem with Yuvility right here. Not backing down at all right now. One more match potentially. We'll see what happens here. We're rolling pretty good. Appreciate everybody hanging around for this tournament here. We appreciate you guys. Got the ice armor up. Crystalline rather. The blender is activated. As the blender continuing, I wouldn't say Yuvility sucks. He's got 10 tournaments underneath his belt, man. Overheads are being landed, and the conversions are being made. Good pressure right now from Yuvility to carry out. Not stopping at all here. Almost beats him out for a second. Had that armor cooked up, and he's continuing. Hard knockdown head. 150 between them, but no way. On the approach, baited out the armor right there, the fatal blow rather for Yuvility, so that negates the set point. Give him a chance to come back here. Got a long way to go. And with the rock toss, almost gives him a free approach right there. Little fake neutral jump, almost had something there. Overhead landed, gets a big old rock smash right there. Smash him overside the head. Overhead landed. Breaker forced out now. Get that axe stance out a little bit longer. As he goes again. Flawless block continuing. Stomp him on the toes. Gets a hard knockdown there. BWood with a big old grip. Gets him with the low check right there. Another big swing. And he's continuing to do big work to him right now. Even lead between them. BWood trying to get out of this corner. Has the armor ready to go. Spinning the bag on the fatal blow as well. Just might give him enough to finish the job here and stay alive. And that does seem to be the case. BWood bringing it a little bit closer. So he goes 2-1 on this set on the semifinals. He wants to stay alive. He wants to become the 8-time. We don't want to see no 11-time champion. Like I said, these are two of the highest placing players going up against each other right now. It's been a crazy. Take a little standing to press into him. On the mean little walk-in. Look for the command grab on the axe. Good pressure. Rock smash from down below. Stomp on them toes. BWood just holds that block. Ends up getting caught by the command grab. Both these guys very close right now. Able to get the first pickup off that mid. Almost has something there. Overhead landed. Smashes him down with a good old armored move. And Yuvility straight up in. Not backing off at all. Hard knockdown to you. Almost has something there. And with the good old overhead pickup, smash that axe back down and continue the blender. He's doing crazy work. It's close between them. Breaker head. Give him that rock toss. Overhead check is landing for BWood. One more press and... Oh, he thought he called him out with Barra. Trying to get the armor. BWood making none of the right reads. That is so unfortunate. That is just crazy movement from Yuvility. Going another layer of unpredictable right there. That is insane work. Yuvility with a little backpedaling, baiting the movement. When he called out Farah and missed it, that is what fucked me. I probably fucked BWood up too because he was expecting it in the air. Crazy work right there though. Stomping his toes, checked out from afar. It's getting scrappy. Get him with that low check again. Oh, Lord. The blender gets continued up. Kicks him out into the corner. 540 HP left for BWood. That's his last hope of winning, staying alive in this tournament. Another hard knockdown onto a safe jump. BWood trying to find some space here, but Yuvility's not backing up at all. 3 bars and no respect. Oh, forces the breaker out of him, so that gives him a second here to breathe. More press could still give him fatal blow, and maybe he has an opportunity to use it. Mashing like crazy. Techs out of the grab. Trying everything he can. A deep jump just doesn't work and forces the breaker out of him. 10 seconds to go, and Yuvility says, hell no. Gets the clap and the brutality as well and makes it happen. Yuvility steals the set from BWood 3-1 and goes on to grand finals. The cage man, we go for the grand finals. Let's get it rolling. With a low check from afar, trying to get him opened up. Yuvility spacing out and gets that first forward four. Now, he's the first one to pick up on that low hat play that Luis has been opening up everybody with. And now begins the blender of Yuvility. He has had such a way with just keeping people under so much pressure, but Yuvility might have found a weakness. He might have found a weakness, and that is the sporadic gameplay of Luis Yvet. He is a poke special merchant, a masher. I'm just kidding, he's not a complete masher, but he's been going crazy right now. Keeping people on the edge of their seat. Look at this right now. Playing around the Farah and forces the breaker out of him. Yuvility believes right now that he is going to get him opened up, and all that chip damage only going to go one way and take you out. Striking first on the boards for grand finals. Luis is one step closer to doing it. Big pressure right here. Get the neutral duck straight below it. A hell of a maneuver right there. The dude, that is not supposed to exchange like that. But he's going to cash out this one for some big damage. Big pressure right now. 360 damage taken away. And a punish almost there, but another whiff right now. Gets a whiff punish as well. Luis is on the edge of taking this first match right now, but Yuvility has an opportunity. Patiently waiting for the time to strike, and out of thin air knocks him down. Luis Yvet is a different animal today. Striking first on the board, lead the charge 1-0, and we might just have a new problem on our hands today, boys. Remember, Yuvility has 10 championships underneath his belt here. He has been a threat, a serious threat throughout all of these brackets. Big damage done right now for Luis as he strikes first on the boards. And look at this reach right now from downtown. Finds the perfect opportunity to get this punish off, but now Yuvility might be aware of when he's going to be making these moves. And that is a fully punishable exchange right now, and that is where Yuvility thrives. Is this endless barrage of damage. The guessing game is what matters the most, but the mash out of there tries to create some room. Overhead from Farah, though, going to be a problem. Takes him down into the corner with some serious composure right now. Yuvility maintains his corner position. Luis blocking everything well. Finally sees the down one as an opportunity to press and maybe spend the breaker. What a ballsy approach right here. Does believe he can do it, and maybe this might be the first opening, but it's just not completely there yet though. Although Molina gets crazy damage, this is a great opportunity to at least get him to spend that breaker too and put you at an even stay, but that teleport not gonna do it. Yuvility kept his composure, stayed ready for that teleport, and punished it on a moment's notice. Big old boot right there, trade out between them. Trying to get him opened up with these lows, but he is not biting, just spaces out just enough. Make that forward 4 conversion hit. How many of those overheads are going to hit in the air for that combo? Command grab just thrown in the midst of all that serious pressure. As he continues up, 250 damage, he drops upon him, and then some more. Again, trying to mash out of this, not going to be the case. Not have any room to breathe here on the side switch, though. Going to be an absolute dream. Spend that bar for the delay. And again, try to get him on the punish right there, but Yuvility not biting one bit. Ties it up 1-1 right now. Getting very interesting at the grand finals here. On to the next match we go. It's tied 1-1 right now, and we got some beef brewing up in the chat. Getting pretty interesting as we go, and round 1 kicking off for you guys now. Luis going over to Molina Cam, feeling like this is a good option here, and it's a little bit of unpredictability, but it gives you some room to breathe and avoid all that full screen projectile game. Basically forced Yuvility to make the approach there, and having no issues getting him opened up. Just when you think it's good to turtle. Not going to be the case. Yuvility back at it, trying to get these overheads landed again. Big conversions made and just not stopping for a damn minute here.
I don't make mistakes.
Round 2 kicking off. Tries a good little forward pour right there. Good punish off. He goes to continue on, and both these guys up close and personal. Luis trying to get him opened up through the lows, and overhead landed from Yuvility. Big damage brewing up. Oh, as he continues on, he ain't stopping for a minute here. Good press. As he forced the breaker out. 30% between the two of them. Come from afar, he's doing everything he can to get this job done. And getting these conversions made in a hard knockdown. It's 190 between them. And just so much more. And Yuvility just looking like what we know him as, and that is an unstoppable force at this moment in time. 2-1 lead, and the dreams of Luis are slowly coming to a reality right now. A harsh halt. But maybe, just maybe, that dog could be awakened. Luis could bring it back right now to a game 5. It would have to take a miracle in 2 straight games to take down the 10-time champion and prevent him from taking another dub here. It is getting juicy in the grand finals. A potential final match right here if he can't pull it off, but we're looking good. Back onto the tried and true Molina Lau, and he was getting them open up. He had no issue with Homelanders throughout this, and seeing what he can do here. Round 1 kicking off for y'all. Goes up to the Lau hat set up just for more pressure. Yuvility just waiting for him to whip the tail end of that string and getting a first opening, although the neutral duck below the grab almost had some room there. Overhead landed, and some more pressure brewing up. He continues on. This damage ain't stopping for a minute here. Ball roll from underneath him. Follows through with more. Gets a forward four pickup right there. Good catch in the air for the punish. Oh, he ain't stopping for a minute. 100 HP between them. Gets the anti-air as well. They pick up. Molina can definitely deliver some damage here. Blau Hat almost into some chip damage. Staggers out. He is shaking at his boots, but keeping his composure. Negates the set point. Stays alive when it matters. Looking at a potential game 5 point here if he could do it. Blau Hat on the teleport. Keep himself safe. No room to punish there for Yuvility, but that'll hurt. After that overhead lands. Back into the corner. It seems like you go coast to coast, shoving him in. Luis caught the opening and forced the breaker out. Now he's got some room to breathe, but see what happens as he whips the meaty. This is actually really important right there. That was going to force the breaker out of him, but that is going to hurt, though. Just about out of him now. He still has that round lead in his hands, but don't want to give up this one. This is where the momentum all rides on. No bar for Yuvility, so see how these combo routes stay true. 254 HP taken away. And it's just an endless barrage of damage. Look at that set point right now in the favor of Yuvility. Luis trying to bring it out. Keep the hope alive right now. See if he can bring it back, but the down one check ends up keeping him in place. Could not get that overhead to land. And it's the beginning of what seems like we've seen so much in the teleport around. A crazy sequence, but he got the side switch he was looking for. Good opening. Now he can play off this wake-up game right there. Halves to armor anyways. Charge it up. Goes for straight up the attack. A ball roll. Not going to land. Almost said BWood. Yuvility keeping the defenses wise. Big meaty attack. And not stopping for a second here. We've seen this one so much. Farah extending the combo. And that spells it. And that is Yuvility as a 11-time champion as of right now. 3-1, very well played to everybody involved in this tournament. But that is going to spell it. We have the same result over and over again. But Yuvility will take this one in a 3-1 victory. Very well played for everybody involved. We appreciate you guys so much.